The next phase of the trip was a visit to the Andean Highlands of Peru, in and around the ruins of Machu Picchu and the city of Cusco. Rooftops in the city of Cusco as seen from a nearby hilltop. The Cusco Plaza de Armas Square and the Jesuit church can also be seen from the hilltop. The sign made of rocks on the hillside overlooking Cusco states, "Viva el Peru." The main church in Cusco is this cathedral, located on the main square. Construction was started in 1559 and took almost 100 years to complete. The Church of the Jesuits is located on the same square as the cathedral and rivals it in splendor. Today this region is known as the Urubamba River Valley, but in the Inca days it was known as the Sacred Valley. Sunday is market day in Pisac. They bake bread and roast guinea pigs in this big oven. Guinea pigs have been a popular food of these people since Inca days. We tried a guinea pig sandwich and it was delicious. A religious parade in a small village. Since there is very little level land in this part of Peru, terraces are required for growing crops on the hillsides. These terraces have been in place for centuries. Horses are used to thresh the wheat from the chaff. Most of the homes in this area are made of adobe bricks. Clay is mixed with straw in these forms and then allowed to dry in the sun for several days. People in this isolated village of the Huilac, 11,200 feet up in the Andes Mountains, still wear the colorful clothing that they have worn for centuries. The children love the bread that we brought from the Pisac bakery. The train to Machu Picchu runs along the riverbank since this is the only land level enough for a railroad track. There is no road, navigable river, or airport leading to Machu Picchu, so the train is the only means of getting there. Since we are in the southern hemisphere, the poinsettias near the entrance to Machu Picchu are in bloom in the spring. Machu Picchu is South America's best known and most spectacular archaeological site. The ruins of this important ancient ceremonial center of the Incas wasn't discovered until 1911 by the American explorer Hiram Bingham, who stumbled on it by accident while looking for another lost city. In order to limit access to the compound, there was only one gate. This is the original gate. Percy was our intelligent and personable guide, who also had a very good sense of humor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's a local version. It's not a scientific version, so it doesn't mean that the Incas used that way. One day, long time ago, people claimed they had found that it worked when they were talking from 1 inch.
The Incas knew how to construct a sundial. Trekkers spend several days hiking the Inca Trail and utilize local porters to carry their supplies. Someone noted that the job qualifications for a porter are big lungs, big heart, and a strong need for money. These well-preserved terraces provided food for the citizens of Machu Picchu. We are hiking up the trail to the Gate of the Sun, which is on a mountain pass overlooking Machu Picchu. The llama is the national symbol of Peru. It has been the beast of burden in the area for centuries. The trail to the Gate of the Sun clings to the mountainside. The winding road is for the buses that bring tourists from the train station up to the ruins. There were many interesting flowers growing along the trail. This interesting little church is down the hill from Machu Picchu in the village of Aguas Calientes, where we also had a delicious pizza. Sacsayhuaman was a huge fortress located on a hill high above Cusco. It was built to protect the Inca capital in Cusco. It is believed that the 3 watchtowers, which are now badly deteriorated, were originally covered with gold and silver. These women are supposedly receiving energy from the gods at the Sacsayhuaman temple. Before we left on our flight to Bolivia, our tour leaders surprised us with entertainment by a group dressed in the style of their ancestors, playing ancient musical instruments.